guys, welcome back to Portray. Thanks for staying tuned and please continue listening.
Thanks.
I'm busy rocking crowds, I'm really high on loud. My brother's really on that, I'ma hold it down. If you ain't know me then and you don't know me now.
Long time no here.
What's good, peeps?
But we're back.
I know y'all missed us.
And we're back.
And just like that, we're back. But what up, guys?
What up, y'all? Today is a Tuesday for us. But y'all already know, tee up on Tuesday. I'm just kidding.
Right,
we lame as hell.
It'd be like that sometimes. But guys, I wanted to say one thing. We did delete episode 4 because, in case y'all see the numbers are out of whack. But it's because we were reading off of a paper and we didn't feel like that was us.
It's just, nah.
We sounded like robots. So we like talking out of like experience and stuff, not reading off of a piece of paper.
Yep. And let me just disclaimer, I was listening to my own voice and I know I have an ugly ass laugh. But I'm sorry, y'all.
I'ma still laugh though.
I'ma still laugh for real. Actually, still laugh.
Actually, the funny part is we're still gonna laugh.
Anyways.
But Carmen's sitting in a beanbag in case y'all
hear yeah, I'm in a beanbag right now just in case y'all hear that noise. It's just me being cozy in a beanbag.
And we have water in case y'all hear that too.
Yeah. So
today when we were in the car, I felt like I was just reminiscing about people that have like gone in and out of my life. Like people that, like, believe it or not, people do play a certain chapter in your life, but you never know when it's gonna end.
Yep. Something I like about Teresa is that she gives like the life outlook as a book, and it's true. So if you think as life as a book, you see how they have different characters. Those are people coming in your life playing roles in the book, in your life. And
everybody has a certain chapter, so like
you just gotta turn the page. If they're not ready to stick on, you just gotta let that shit go.
Yep. There's characters that fall off like in the first couple sentences and then
chase the bag.
But yeah, people don't. Sometimes they don't last. It just depends on what role they're gonna play in your life.
But you can either stay stuck there and be like, oh, why aren't they fucking with me? Must I remind y'all, you guys were born with nobody, or unless you're a twin, but still. Like there was nobody in the womb with me. I do not really need anybody.
To be honest.
The difference is if I want somebody, I want somebody, but I don't really need somebody. And I'm not talking about relationship wise. I'm talking about also people wise. Don't think I need you in my life for me to continue striving for my best. I do not need you. My world goes with or without somebody.
And if you notice somebody acting different, don't try and hold on to them because they're moving on for a reason. You know.
Yeah.
Never take it as a bad way, because believe it or not, nobody's gonna last. When it comes down to it, you only have yourself at the end of the day.
Exactly.
But that's how it be sometimes.
But if you want a relationship, like a friendship or relationship, and you feel like somebody is cutting you off or some shit like that, don't distance yourself, because that means you don't really want to be there. At times you gotta give your 50-50. If I feel like I don't need you in my life, I'm just not gonna continue fucking with you.
Exactly. If you're not putting your part in and it seems one-sided, then that's the key right there, that you should let that go. People-wise, everything should be split, like you said, 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything should be all left to one person, because that seems unfair. You guys are dealing with it together, so it should be split into two.
And I know it's hard when you feel lonely, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I would have stopped associating with somebody. No, there's no reason for you to be thinking. If you did it for a reason, it's because something came to your head. Don't you think you started second guessing yourself? You did something for a reason. Because if I do something, it's for a reason. It's just not gonna be
Yeah, you always have to think about the positives, because if you sit there and think about, I could have did this differently, I could have did this, it's never gonna play out how you think. If you did something, then just leave it at that. It's done and over with. Don't ever backtrack, because it never leads to anything good. And then you're going to end up hurting your own feelings. It's just give what you take.
And you already know, if it's meant to be and if God wants it to be you, it's going to be you. You don't have to force it.
Things find their way around to you. Mm-hmm. If you guys stop fucking with each other, then, and you felt like you still had feelings for that person will follow you. when somebody
not
follow you, but like, you know, persistent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you want to be with somebody, you gotta be consistent. Consistency is key. Also, communication.
CC.
There's a lot that goes into it.
I don't know what the other C is, but communication, consistency. Another thing is, well, it's like when they say, what's, like where there's a fire, donde hay fuego siempre hay queda la tentación, you know?
Oh, okay.
O donde hubo fuego siempre queda la cenizas.
Like reuniting a flame?
Yeah, like when there's fire, a flame is always stuck on. Like, there's always a flame going on. And at points that is true, but if your flame hurting you, you need to let that shit go. Like, don't ever feel like you need to go through the pain to be with somebody, because that is not right. I don't know what kind of love you think that is love. No. Like, there is a right way to love, I feel like. But people right now, they just go for anything. And I know at times, it seems like, it just feels like people are desperate out here. Like, they just find any dick on the street and then boom, to it, hop on it. It's not even like that. Like, we need to know how to respect ourselves.
You gotta see it this way. Like, if you're a candle and your flame is up and mighty, and this person's coming over here and they're just constantly like a birthday candle.
Yeah.
And they're like, done. And then you rebuild yourself, turn that flame back on, and then somebody else comes and then, what you gonna do? Because every time that you're with that person, you should be associating that. You should be thinking about that. Every time that I'm with this person, I end up hurting my feelings. My flame goes out.
And
so
this person not trying to not trying to light my fucking...
They're not trying to be that lighter to start it back up. No. So you gotta think about it. Sometimes you gotta be selfish. You gotta think about yourself. Is it really worth it for somebody to be constantly hurting me? Is it worth it putting myself in that situation? Because at the end of the day, think about yourself, sis.
And that's the best key. Like, when you're unbothered, when your life is together and you're unbothered, I feel like you get more stuff. You're not thinking about what other people are doing. You think about what you're on. And that is the truth. Everybody is on their own life. Except if you're stuck on somebody. Like, that's the stuff you shouldn't be on, people's lives. Like, we should be on our own lives.
Exactly. I feel like people get carried away thinking about other stuff and just trying to follow up with what everybody else is doing. But it's like, are you focused on your own path, on your own book? Because nobody's going to write your chapter for you.
And people are temporary too. So if you meet somebody and out of nowhere you start like, oh, they're not hitting me up no more. Do not let that like ruin your day. Like, continue.
Please do not.
There's how many people out there? 6 billion people.
There's plenty of fish in the sea. That's what makes. I'm sorry.
Fish in the sea, but also not relationship wise, but like
no,
friendship wise, relationship
anything wise. There's so many people that are out there. Not everybody's worth it to have like a conversation with or to have a relationship with, but anybody can you can have a conversation with anybody. You can start a friendship up with anybody. You just gotta be careful with who you talking to. First of all, if the person looks sketchy, don't do it.
Cause you do. One time I was reading something like, you attract what you are, low key. Or like, people think of you as how you think of them. So let's say I'm seeing the stranger and I'm just like shy and not talking to them. They're gonna think, oh, she's shy, you know?
Yeah.
Cause I'm looking at them like, oh my god, I don't want to talk to them.
Like I've said this in previous podcasts, somebody always has a perception of you, whether or not they've even talked to you. So somebody already has an idea in their head, like, oh my gosh, I heard this about her. She act a certain way already. But it's like, you can't go off of based on what people said. Have you experienced that person? Have you ever had a conversation with them? Yeah. So don't, you can't pull inquiries out of anywhere just to...
Let me switch the subject a little bit. I'm talking about a little bit about culture-wise. I'm Hispanic, but my mom's Hispanic, right? I was raised in a Latino home. Like, I vibe with them. This is my familia.
That's what you know.
And I noticed that we're so up close and, like, uptight. Like, we don't really speak to people. Like, at my job where I work at, people want a good morning every day. I'm like, I don't even tell my mom good morning like that. Like, it's weird how American people, like, they be, like, open. They be willing to talk to anybody. They don't really care. But us Hispanics, I feel like we just think about it. Or I tend to think about it.
I think about it, too. I'm Latino as well. And I see where you're coming from with this because it's true. We were raised to be more cautious, I feel like.
Yes, we were more like, oh, be careful, you can't trust.
Yes.
And these people are like, oh, it's alright, like, good morning. It's alright,
yeah.
I mean, a good morning ain't bad, but...
But being raised in a Latino home, it's very different.
Yeah, like, I feel like our whole life has changed us just because of that. Like, you get,
Like, we have so many different views on stuff that people are like, really?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't have any examples at the moment, but our lives are very different. Like, the way that we were raised to view certain things is not the same. And I know a lot of people can agree with this.
Yeah, and then the other people, like, I don't know, it just depends what type of person you are, how you're raised, how do you deal with people. Because also my mom, she was a single mother for a long time, and she just doesn't take shit from anybody. So I feel like that's the part where I got it from. Like, I don't really need you. Like, fuck, I have that mentality. I have that attitude. But if you were, like, in a different household, you might have a different attitude than me. So you just gotta think about that. At times I do feel heartless because I really don't care. But 21 Savage, I have no heart.
It's true. It's true.
Insert song here.
Link in bio. But how are y'all doing? Shout out to all the new subscribers.
Yes, guys, we got 100 views on our first episode. We was a mad lit. We was a mad hype. She told me.
I tweeted her and everything because I was like, ain't this ain't gonna happen again. So.
Ooh, I just seen this little quote right now. Shit, can I read it?
Go ahead.
You outgrow people and relationships. It's life. I'm learning to accept the fact that everyone who comes across my path is not meant to stay.
Ooh, that fits with the topic too.
I love when shit like that happens.
That's good.
And it's true, like, trust the moment.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Live in the moment. Like, don't get stuck or attached to certain things.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going out on an adventure or a vacation, like, don't be all, oh, I don't want to do this and that. Like, nah, go out, do it, experience new things.
I need to know how to do that. Like, I be so, like, not trying to try new things, but at times I just, like, it's out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
But get out of your comfort zone, 2018.
It's worth it, to be honest. Like, y'all don't even know.
But I swear, getting out of my comfort zone has gotten me into issues. Like,
honestly,
I'm not even going to flex here like it's all flowers and shit.
Yeah, no, don't.
Think about your comfort zone at times.
Question it too, but like at the same time, live in the moment. But like, stop yourself at a certain point.
Fuck that YOLO. We grown. Like, we're adults now. You can't be on that YOLO shit.
I ain't gonna lie. I got myself into trouble too, thinking about like, oh, I ain't done this before. I'm gonna go ahead, you know. And then afterwards, I'm like, you know, maybe I should. Shit. Yes.
Yo. But we do cause our own problems when we try to do shit. That's one thing.
Like, we mentioned that in the other podcast.
Yeah, I don't want to repeat myself.
Go watch our other podcast.
Tell them Teresa sent you.
Comment and be like, Teresa sent me to watch this one. Thank you. But if y'all really want to come join us on podcasts, I've had a couple people mention it here and there, but if y'all really serious about it, y'all see our email down there. And if y'all know us personally, y'all know where we are.
Exactly.
So, don't be scared. Don't be scared now.
No.
It would be really nice because at times our conversations do run out. And we need somebody else to, like, bounce off of us.
I feel like when we're more, like, put together, because right now these are topics that do go off our head. But at times, there's other times where we plan it and it's more, you can tell what's planned.
It's more organized, yeah.
And it's good to be organized. That's one life factor.
It's true. But at the moment, we're still trying to figure this stuff out, to be honest. Like, don't think that we're all professional now because we got viewers. Nah, it ain't hard, even like that. It's hard. It is hard. And shout out to Spreaker. Like, we're not fucking sponsored by them or anything, but if it wasn't for them, I don't think we would be uploading these now.
Yeah, they make it so easy.
Yeah. But shout out to Spreaker.
I can't believe how far we came. I want to see, like, the first day we started this and, like, how much we've done.
The first day on our first episode, we were so excited.
Yeah.
You can hear it.
Now it's just like, I'm just kidding. No, we're still excited. This is fun. It's a positive little thing we do on our own time, and it makes me feel better. To be honest,
Honestly, it feels like I have my life together.
Yeah.
Well,
we
it feels
don't.
like I.
Well, we don't.